Now we're fucking live.
It has begun!
Welcome back, you inglorious bastards.
And magnificent bitches.
It is I, Doc Commode.
And Ken Santos here.
And we're back for another test of the emergency podcast system. And it is emergency for all you women that want to kill your baby in Texas.
Apparently it's a fucking dire emergency. Your choice has gotten taken away.
I mean, I think that this happened because they did it on purpose.
I get the fact of, people's perspective, what's it as a heartbeat? Valid. It's a valid argument. I can respect that. But then you're saying this about cows and chickens and everything else, and I gotta eat fucking food. First of all, I'm trying to sound like that guy. I'm just trying to put out the perspective of people's options. You should have that choice. In my opinion, it's your vagina.
Before I respond to that, I have this meme. It's a TikTok video meme thing I seen. And it was this fucking vegan guy was just like, the animals is a holocaust. We got to stop the animal holocaust. And then it cut to somebody dressed as a stormtrooper. Winning. Who put a Nazi flag up on the door. And he jumped in the hallway carrying a plastic gun. And he was like, these animals are in the attic! Just making talking for shit against a guy called it a holocaust. Yeah. But it's like equating the animals to fucking people. It's kind of
I can see that though. People and animals not much different. We're all mammals, correct?
I mean, it's a life.
At the end of the
day,
think
all life
wants to continue.
I think it has a right to live. However, I don't think the government should be regulating bodies. The only reason why Texas was able to do this to the liberals is because the liberals are trying to jab everybody with the stupid vaccine. Winning.
No.
So they jabbed you with forceful.
I mean, my body, my choice doesn't work when it's for public safety. All right, well then you can't kill your babies for public safety.
But now let's take it into perspective. So now you've forced these people to continue to carry this baby. And let's say you see them and you can just tell they shouldn't be carrying
This is probably the most cleverly crafted fucking legislation of this type that I've ever read.
Increase crack babies.
No, it's like it doesn't technically illegalize abortions, so it might even it probably passes constitutional scrutiny because the Supreme Court refused to even look at it. Yeah, they refused to even take up a case against it, and then but it basically says the government can't go in and arrest you or do anything about it. Winning, but they're not funding it anymore, and if you perform it, it's a $10,000 fine. But not fine. You can if somebody finds out you performed an abortion, they can sue you for $10,000, and then you have to pay all the lawyer fees. So somebody could go to they could go to the Johnny Cochran of Texas, unless Johnny Cochran is the Johnny Cochran of Texas. I don't know where he lives, and then you just go to Johnny Cochran. But anyway, somebody could go to the best lawyer in Texas, not pay a goddamn dime,
no, I get it,
and sue these people.
But how I'm perceiving this based off of how it's been delivered. Now you're explaining to me the fact that if you impregnate a woman, whether you want to keep or not keep this child, and she chooses to remove said child, and you were like, you know what? I'm butthurt. Now you can go and hit her for money.
You can't sue. You can't sue the person. You can only sue the people that perform the abortion. Winning. So that means what it opens the door for, the abuse that you're there, because I know that's what you're getting at. It can be abused. The abuse that can happen with this is a mother can go to a doctor that they know or a people that they know is rich because they're doing back alley fucking abortions now because it's taboo to do. Yeah. And then they can get an abortion and then they can go turn around and they can go to Johnny Cochran of Texas and then sue the fucking, because there's nothing in the law that says they can't do that.
So you're saying that the person who got the abortion is now going to sue the people that gave her the abortion?
In some cases, probably. Winning.
No.
That's intense. Could you handle that? Would that be acceptable? Do you feel wrong?
But it does have exceptions for rape, incest, and if the mother's gonna get hurt or whatever. And then there's people online that's 6 weeks. They keep saying 6 weeks and 6 weeks. It's nowhere in this legislation does it mention 6 weeks at all. It just says when the heartbeat is detected.
Yeah, which is technically 2 weeks, sometimes sooner, depending.
It depends on the fucking
Yeah,
equipment
so like
and the
you're in a,
division.
yeah, exactly. So it's a lot slimmer of a guideline than you believe.
I mean, but ultimately, I like I said, I don't like this legislation because like I don't agree with abortion or whatever. But it's the government has no business being in my body or my choice. When you gave the government mandates to be my body, my choice, you open the door for this to happen, and now they're going to be coming in like, oh, it's the government body, government choice. Government's body, government's choice.
Winning. No.
To everyone. Like, fucking government has no business doing this at all, period.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so see, like I said, like 2 weeks. 2 weeks you can technically, yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things we just got to take into account.